I don't know what to say about. So far, I read two articles about Musk Twitter and firing two employees for just pretty much criticizing him. It seems like the whole thing of criticizing Musk publicly. My best bet also internally, in front of everyone, you get fired. It seems like he's like a guy who doesn't like to get criticized openly or publicly, which makes sense in some cases, but it seems like also to a point of like you can't get criticized at all. I think the ego's gone to his head definitely for sure. I mean, to the fact of like, yeah, building out building out SpaceX, understand. Let's not forget he didn't co-fund, co-found Tesla or found Tesla. Everyone keeps calling him the founder of Tesla. Remember, it was two other guys that founded Tesla. Helped. He helped basically fund them, but he didn't found Tesla. He funded them. He came in and basically rewrote history to make it look like that he was the one that was the founder of Tesla, when in reality he wasn't. This is typical of a narcissist. I hate to say it. And I think we all know that Musk is a narcissist. By how much, I don't know. But in reality, I'm not denying his genius, though. Like, the man is very, very smart, to be honest. I mean, and like he has the balls or the gravitas or the, yeah, or more often the capability of moving things forward and pushing things forward or breaking the norm, which is good. Um, and sometimes you want that ego. I mean, you need that ego or that narcissistic attitude to succeed in life. I mean, look at Steve Jobs. Look at Bill Gates. I mean, internally they were like, I hate to say the word, but like pretty much a holes. I'm not saying it straight up because, like I said in my prior channels, I'd like to keep myself clean. Um, you need to be a holes to like essentially make your company succeed, which is what he did with Tesla and with SpaceX. Now, to the point of Twitter, I don't know what it is. It's a question of, does he know the technological capability of Twitter? It's hard to say because one, um, he was responsible with PayPal, part of PayPal basically, or X at that time, but PayPal as well too, and some of the nuances on the technical aspects of things. So it's more because like he probably will know the technical capabilities of Twitter to the point where like it might be bloated with a lot of stuff in the microservices that he feels that are just overcomplicating things. Um, it might be right, but the question is like firing people over criticisms, which was part of the norm in a way, is at Twitter itself, because I think it was prior leadership encouraged it as sort of open criticism. And the fact that it's like you tweet against him as well too, he'll just come at you or troll you, but at the same time he'll probably ban you now. So it's a question of like, is this correct with him owning Twitter? Because like if people start criticizing, he'll just like, oh, we'll ban him or like we'll make him pay X amount of money, which is the right to do because it is a uh, private company that just happens to have a public medium for communications. Um, just like with the news networks and the newspapers, um, they have a right because they own it. It's just a matter of the FTC getting involved at that point too. But in reality, I think it's more of a case where like this won't be the first time. I mean, this won't be the last that we'll see of Elon Musk firing people for criticizing him. You might see another you might see an exodus of Twitter employees, but some might just stay because of the fact that we want the severance package that others have gotten. But there might be a case of also the case of like, he's like, I don't want to give those severance packages again. We're just going to limit it down to like 1 week, crappy severance packages. Um, it's it's going to be an interesting set of times for the next 2 years or next year, at least with Twitter for that matter. Some people believe in it. I mean, honestly, I have a feeling that others are just going to leave Twitter and probably join up with Mastodon or to Jack Dorsey's other company, that blockchain company that I forgot the name of the company where it's going to be based on the blockchain. It's going to be a decentralized Twitter basically. Um, I could see people going to that as well too, because like I think Dorsey wanted to do that with Twitter, but it was hard to because he would have to like gut the entire system and rebuild it from the ground up, and I think that's what he's doing right now with this and this situation. So don't be surprised if some of the Twitter engineers might try to join him in that company at that point too. Um, but again, yeah, I think it's a case of Musk being too full of himself, which can be a good thing, but a bad thing as well too at the same time. Uh, it's a case where he might be villainizing himself as well too, to be quite honest. So honestly, it's hard to say what to how to judge because I can't really judge it. I'm like I don't own a company, so I don't know, and I'm not smart enough to determine some of the stuff that he does or is. Though there is one story about how he found the leakers at Tesla. I kind of heard a different variation of that story, to the effect, or like it wasn't through these special characters added into the threads or memos. It was through some other new means as well too. But that might have been a later on aspect as well too, where an idea was given to him at that point. Um, but that's for another story basically, which I can't say directly because this was secondhand story from what I heard from the person basically that helped initiate it as finding leakers, which wasn't directly through Musk, of course, Musk is taking credit that he came up with the idea, when in reality he didn't. It was a few other people at Tesla that did this, and that figured it out, and actually a couple of third parties outside of Tesla that came in and helped him to determine that. Um, anyways, again, like, comment, subscribe, whatever you want. Comment, and I'll gladly try to. If you have any feedback, again, send it in the comics. I'll try to, answer any of the comments, or answer any of the questions that are left in the comments, or to, try to respond to some of the comments that you leave, whether it be bad or good. Also, other aspect is as well too is you can subscribe or not subscribe. It's up to you. I mean, the more subscribers, the better for me. Wouldn't hurt. Also, the other aspect is yeah, that's pretty much it. Anyways, basically unedited, unfiltered, or unfiltered, unedited, and unrehearsed, as you see here. Until next time.